You are welcome to another video of Juniper Security Associate course. In this section, I will talk about Juniper SRX source-nat off feature, which gives the capability to disable source-nat for some specific traffic. It is especially useful for VPN traffic since most VPN protocols are not compatible with NAT services. Sometimes it is necessary or useful to disable NAT for some specific traffic, especially for VPN traffic. Look at this topology that we have activated source-nat in Juniper SRX device so users inside the network with private IP addresses can connect to the internet. Now suppose that we have VPN connection from a VPN server behind Juniper SRX or from Juniper SRX itself to the branches. In other words, VPN encapsulated traffic and likely encrypted traffic is routed through a device with activated NAT services. But most of the time, translating these kind of traffic are not easy and sometimes even impossible. In other words, VPN traffic is incompatible with NAT and VPN connection will drop. One solution is to disable NAT for certain traffic, here VPN traffic, between main office and branch offices. The other solution is to use NAT traversal solution, which makes VPN traffic compatible with NAT services, which is not discussion of this section. This is the topology that we configured the source NAT in the previous sections. Users inside the network with the IP address in the subnet 10/24 are connected to the internet through two interventing devices. All traffic with the source 10/24 are translated in Juniper SRX into a pool with two IP addresses in the subnet 1/24, 129 and 130. The second device, WAN router, which is not under my control, translate the IP address in the subnet 1/24 to a specific public IP address. The problem is that even if the destination of the traffic coming from the LAN subnet is 1/24 or 192.168.1/24, it will be translated, which is not required in this topology. What we are going to configure in this section is to exclude traffic with the source 10/24 and destination 1/24 from the NAT service. Before we start excluding some traffic from the source NAT service, let's look at the current configuration of the source NAT. With the command show configuration, display set, and grep NAT source, we can check the current configuration of the source NAT. As you can see, all traffic from inside zone to the outside zone with the source IP address 10/24 is first translated to the IP address 129 configured in the pool 1, and without port translation, and then to the outgoing interface IP address with port translation with overflow pool option. Before configuring source NAT off or disabling source NAT for some specific traffic to the destination 1/24 or 192.168.1/24, let's monitor the current status of translation. We monitor live status of log file with the command monitor start, and then firewall, and then for /at. To generate a traffic, we send HTTP traffic from inside zone to the outside zone with the destination 188 telnet 192.168.188 port 80. The output of log file shows that source of traffic 10.118 is translated to 1,250, and it is matched with NAT pool in the NAT rules and permit web rule in the security policies. We can also monitor the status of session in the session table with the command show security flow session and then grep/at. As you can see, the source IP of the original traffic 10.118, but destination IP address of the return traffic is 1,250. It means it is translated according to the source-nat rule. Now it's time to configure source-nat off. This is the configuration to disable and exclude traffic with a source in the subnet 10/24 and destination on the subnet 1/24 from the source NAT with the option source NAT off. The last line of the configuration, insert NAT exemption rule before general source NAT configuration. Now we can copy and commit the configuration, paste, and then commit. Now that we have disabled source NAT for some specific traffic, let's generate again the traffic between these two subnets from 10/24 to 1/24 and monitor a status of translation with the same monitoring commands. The command monitor start is already activated, and we send again HTTP traffic. The output of log file shows that the traffic is forwarded without any translation, 10.118 and again 10.118. It also shows that the traffic is matched with source NAT, SNAT off rules in NAT rules. The output of show security flow session must show also the same result /18. As you can see, 10.118, the original source of the traffic, and the destination of return traffic is also 10.118. As I've explained in the introduction of this video, it is also possible to disable NAT in the destination NAT for some specific traffic. The configuration is exactly like source NAT off, but let's just to check the configuration with the command set security NAT destination rule set and then rule a specific rule and then destination NAT and then question mark. You can see that there is an off option where you can disable destination NAT for some specific traffic.